And now, love, please listen to what I say. I can't go on living life this way. I've tried and I've tried to make you see. You call this love, all this lying, my friend, it just can't be.
Hello, Bradford Gay Switchboard. Can I help you?
Hello, Bradford Gay Switchboard. Can I help you?
Well, there's a junction in Bradford, which is a mixed pub. Are you from Bradford? So, do you know the junction at all? Do you know the centre of Bradford? It's at the bottom of Leeds Road there. But as I say, it is actually a mixed pub now. It used to be completely gay. There's also a club in Bradford called Fagin's. That's on John Street, which is towards the top end of town. You know John Street Market?
Yeah. Would you be happy about meeting other gay people in an informal, like, get-together? Oh, there is a group in Bradford called the Bradford Gay Community Group. No. Well, we do operate a service through Switchboard where we can arrange to meet you. Say a couple of us come along and meet you informally. Say over a cup of coffee, something like that. Yeah? We would do that, yes, if you didn't feel happy about going out into the crowd or something.
Have we started?
I don't know. No, hang on, but filming. I got a blush. I was never very good at this in college either.
I just want to ask you a few questions about Bradford Gay Switchboard.
Oh dear.
Yeah?
Alright.
Talk loud.
What do you think Bradford Gay Switchboard should be doing for people
In Bradford?
in the area?
You should be letting us know more about what's going on.
Yeah. Would you use Gay Switchboard if you had a problem, you know, an emotional problem or something that you needed advice that you couldn't really talk to a friend about, that you wanted someone who was a bit more anonymous? Would you use it in that way, do you think, ever?
Yeah, I could easily do that. As yet I haven't. I've got quite a lot of friends on the scene who I can easily speak to. But I mean, I can see it quite easily that sometimes there's sort of a split up, or you don't understand something that's happening, and it's not easy to speak to your friends because they're partially involved.
Yeah.
And people do tend to talk amongst themselves.
Yeah.
And therefore, you know, I would probably use Switchboard because of that. And I wouldn't have to give my name, they wouldn't know who I was.
No.
And I could sort of chat with them and get a sort of totally unbiased opinion. They wouldn't sort of be saying, do this, do that, you know, and they wouldn't really know who I was from sort of the total background.
Yeah.
So they'd be more sort of helpful to me, to give me a sort of totally off the side point of view.
I mean, personally, I didn't know what even was going on in Bradford. Sort of Gay Pride Week in Bradford.
No.
I know more about what's going on in London than I do in Bradford.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it should be more posters, more information, more publicity.
Is there anything else that you'd like to know about Switchboard? You know, how it operates and things like that. Is there any sort of areas where you're a bit you'd like to know, but you don't know, you know, about its operation?
I think lots of people like myself, there's a great mystique to the Switchboard. We know that the presence is quite strong in the Fagins and the junction things. You can pick up the sort of Bradford Gay little pink newsletter.
Come on then, give us more exciting information.
What do you want?
I don't know.
I mean, talking about Switchboard.
It's like talking about the paint drying, isn't it? Yeah.
I think you have to research. I mean, I think the questions are quite important anyway.
Well, I'm trying to make them. I'm trying to use these questions here, which are sort of quite thought about actually. So I went for these questions. If you were sort of like sitting there, it's like, why do you think people work? That's first. How do you think Bradford Gay Switchboard financed itself? And obviously we asked that question because obviously people do think sometimes that we get paid or we get a council grant.
Yeah.
And someone actually said, well, the council should give you a grant because it is a service like the Samaritans, who I think actually do get a grant, don't they? I don't know how do they finance themselves?
I don't know how they transfer.
I don't know.
I think they are. They raise money.
They raise money. Are they all charity? Yeah,
I think they have charitable status.
I mean, we could. I don't think Switchboard can it? Get charitable status, which it should have, really, shouldn't it? You know.
At the moment, it can.
It also says here, what do you think Bradford Gay Switchboard does for gays in Bradford? You know, and do you think it just does answering the phone? What else do you think it's done? That the collective have done?
Well, this is the second. Coming up soon is the second Bradford in the Pink Festival. We had one last year. That's things that we do for the local gay community. Plus, also we run a monthly disco. We bring a paper out.
Yeah, but it's not actually. That is actually.
The paper is not actually.
It's not.
These are things that have
come out of
Switchboard originally.
Yeah,
So now
but, yeah, it's independent, but quite a few people on Switchboard actually work on the paper as well. Although it's not actually part of Switchboard, it is a spin-off.
And then there's the Mary Simpson thing, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
that was another thing that Switchboard took up, wasn't it? It helped her a lot.
I think having a group of people who are involved in something like Switchboard means that whenever something comes up, there is that group of people can initiate something about whatever's come up and start something off. Whereas if there are a lot of people, just isolated individuals, then they're not likely to do anything.
Well, that's all we can say about Bradford Gay Switchboard. If anyone wants to know any more about Bradford Gay Switchboard, phone Bradford